Hey y'all, what's up, guys? Make sure y'all can hear me. What's up, beautiful people? Oh my goodness, it's Winning Wednesday, Thrivers. Woo! How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? Queen Leandria, what up, Queen? What up, Queen? What up, family? What up, family? Angel Watcher, what up, fam? What up, fam? So good to see y'all. Y'all know I be so hyped when I start seeing y'all sitting there waiting. Like, oh, look at my people. Look at my family. Oh, y'all are amazing. I'm so glad you're here, Angel Watcher. It's good to see you back. We're glad you're here. Oh my goodness. Queen Elisa Williams. What up, Elisa? Oh my gosh. Shout out to my day oneers in the house. Oh man. Quanda P, what's up? How are you? Hope you're blessed, highly favored, and thriving. Highly favored and thriving. I hope you're somewhere learning how to become unbothered. Shout out to all my warriors. All of my warriors. The Discern Target 6891. So good to see you, my beautiful member. You as well, Mama D8X. So much love to you. So happy to see you. So happy to see you. My Corinne sis. What's up, Corinne? What up, brother hype man, nerd for the word? What's up, friend? Elizabeth Wood. What's up, Elizabeth? Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm happy you're here. Tawanda Harper. So glad you're here, Tawanda. Oh my God, look at my family just over here representing for all the thrivers. Step down one. What's up? What's up, D? What up, Paul Whiting? How you doing, love? You're welcome. Keep thriving. Alfred Sanders, good evening. L. Stevens, thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I'm so glad you're here. So it's a privilege to be here on another Winning Wednesday with my thrivers. Y'all know I couldn't have it any other way. Woo! I just want to dance for y'all because y'all still standing. I just want to I just want to give God praise for y'all because y'all are thugging it out. You're thriving. You're moving forward. Oh my God. You guys encourage me to come on here and help others to join the thriving community. Like, do you guys understand the power that we have over these demons that we're referring to as narcissists? Do you understand? If you don't, you're in the right place and I'm going to help you. It's your girl, Mommy So True. Welcome into my live. If you're new here, so happy to have you. It's a blessing that you took the chance to click what you saw and you wanted to come hear what I'm talking about because it might be something that could help you and push you into that thriving status post narcissistic abuse. Oh my God. Shout out to everybody in the house. If you're new, like I said, such a big welcome to you. Don't hesitate to subscribe and join the community, man. Hit the subscription button. Don't hesitate to hit the like button. Your love and support is appreciated. But let's like the video so we can spread the word and the knowledge so we can bring more people like us our way. Let's pull all the empaths worldwide, right? Let's get all of our family together because God needs his people to gather. We are a force to be reckoned with, y'all. Shout out to all my empaths, all my chosen ones. Everyone who has survived and is now thriving after dealing with narcissistic abuse. Shout out to you. I'm so blessed that you're here with me. Shout out to my day oneers, man. You guys are amazing. My moderators in the chat tonight, y'all are a blessing. Alicia, thank you so much, Queen. You are so appreciated here. Yours truly. How are you, beautiful? Lorraine Diane, how are you? She said 9 months blocked and unbothered and still going strong. Getting better every day. And I love it. She ain't say all that, but I'm gonna put that in there because I love it. I love it. I know what that means. No contact is so empowering. The longer you stay no contact, the more empowerment you feel as someone who has been sitting in this dark place with this demonic entity called a narcissist. My God, if you know how crazy this gets. You know how crazy it gets. Man, shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time on this live. It's Winning Wednesday. I pray that everybody is blessed. I pray that everybody is continuing to move with strength, in strength, move in God, with God. I pray that you keep going higher, that you elevate more and more every day. I pray that every time we join in this community, you have more and more joy to share, that you are even in a bigger place of peace than you were before, because you're fighting this spiritual battle and you're winning. You're winning. Look at all of us, guys. Many of us, we're not where we were a year ago. Maybe not even 6 months ago. Some of you just discovered me last month and you're already a thriver because your mind is changing. Your perspective is shifting. You're understanding the power that you've always had and you're taking it back. You're taking it back and you're learning how it is to be a thriver after dealing with a narcissist. You're living your life now. Today, somebody is watching this because they need to know what the secret sauce is. They need to understand what the kryptonite of the narcissist is. They need to understand what those silence weapons are. How can I get to where you are? I want to be a thriver. What y'all doing that I'm not? Why am I still suffering? Why am I still hurting? Why don't I feel like, that I can be good? I'm going to tell you why. Every thriver in this is going to agree. It's going to agree with what I'm going to share with you when it comes to the weapons we use against the narcissist. What's the silent weapon that we use, guys? There's two of them that I want to talk about real quick today on this live, because I know that as a winner and as a thriver, as a survivor of this, I had to, just like you, I had to learn that this was the key. This was the key to unlock the prison doors of this narcissistic manipulationship. This was the moment of empowerment. Although it may have started out painful, confusing, frustrating, whatever it was, my God, we're some powerful people, y'all. Tonight, I may just remind some of my thrivers what exactly this power tool is, what this secret and silent weapon is, and I may be able to educate and empower somebody so they can learn how to become empowered, so they can go from just being just an empath to an unbothered empath, an empowered empath, an empath who is on a whole nother level, spiritually and everything, to the point where your glow starts to be different. This is a beautiful place to be after you've sat in the dungeon of narcissistic abuse, after you've managed to escape the hell, the demons, the curses, dissolving whatever satanic hold they've had over you. Trauma bonds are satanic to me. They're evil. Everything that comes with a narcissist, for me, it boils down to demon. And just because of that, thrivers, what we've become, are demon slayers. Many of you, because of this abuse, you're not the same that you used to be. You're not easily swayed, persuaded. You're not that gullible, naive empath. You're not that yes man. You've learned the power of no. Keenly Ambrios, what's up, love? Thank you so much. One of my favorite YouTubers. I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, I love you right back. You guys. Okay, hold on. So grateful that you have created a regular space for us to learn and commune and heal together, mommy. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. You're a blessing. God bless you for that. And thank you for stepping out and sharing what's on your heart. I truly appreciate it. And you guys know that your love and your support just, it makes me melt, y'all. I was trying to like your comment. It makes me melt. It makes me melt. And just an FYI, anybody who's interested in having me read their comment, you want me to address something that you're putting into the chat, and to avoid for me looking over it, because it's going to be so many comments coming through very soon. I ask that you utilize the super chats that's available to us from YouTube. That's the best way for your comment to stand out if you really truly want me to read it and grasp my attention, because it comes up big with a bright color and big words, and it just stands out. I can't not miss it. But the purpose and intent of this live is Winning Wednesday. It's to empower, motivate, like my friend said, commune, come together, heal. Heal. This is a community that builds thrivers, because what I do is I wake you up. Just like I had to wake up. I had to realize what those silent weapons were that I already have. God has already given us the tools to fight against these demonic narcissists. Oh, absolutely. And I'm gonna hit on just two of those for you, just to help anybody who may be dealing with this and is struggling. I'm gonna tell you what you need to learn how to become brave and courageous to do. It's not the easiest, but it can be done. And I want to encourage you. I want to help you thrive and move forward in your life. And I know that so many of my thrivers are already going to be on point with a lot of what I'm going to share, but it's okay, because we need to spread the awareness. And y'all help me by putting whatever you want to put in the comment. Help those people who are in the comments. And, God bless you in advance. I'm going to try not to hold y'all too long. And also an FYI, moving forward, guys, because of the way I'm thriving, because the way life is going for me, I am going to shift some things. You're going to notice I'm going to change a little bit on as far as my schedule with lives. You're going to see me pop up on lives randomly. You might catch me in the morning. You might catch me in the afternoon. You might catch me in the evening. The way I'm feeling now, it's like I was dead when I was dealing with the narcissist. I've risen. God has breathed life back into me. I am a new being. And so many of you are probably starting to recognize that my energy has changed. It's shifted. This is a different phase in the healing journey for me, and I want to be able to share that with you on a different level. So if you catch me on different lives, it's okay. Some of you that are missing the lives, you might start catching me now. I'm not going to have a set schedule anymore moving forward over the next week or two. I'm going to keep my Winning Wednesdays, though. I do want to tell y'all that. I'm going to keep Winning Wednesdays. I may change the time, but I'm going to keep Winning Wednesdays. I'm going to add another scheduled day. It's probably going to be Sunday evenings. But in between that time, you may see me pop up on lives randomly, because I'm in a different phase, and I have a different flow for how I'm coming. And I hope you're ready for it. Many of you just need to put your seatbelt on and enjoy this ride, this ride of healing. Let's go. Let's go. So appreciative of all of you. Thank you so much for your continued support and your patience with me, because I know sometimes I'm not as consistent with my schedule as I want to be, but trust me, I'm working on some things in my personal life, because if you know, dealing with a narcissist, there's a lot of setbacks, there's a lot of losses, there's a lot of rebuilding, there's a lot of resetting, reconstructing. And I've gone through that. I'm going through that. But God is good. God is great. And so worthy to be praised. And every time I sit on here, I want y'all to know God gets the glory every time. Every time. My determination and my passion behind what I'm doing has everything to do with God and nothing to do with me. So join me on this journey, y'all, as we continue to thrive and move forward. Thank you so much in advance. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. I want to share with you two silent weapons. Two silent weapons that you need to pull out of you. And if you've already pulled it out of you, make sure it sticks. Make sure you don't back down on what you've learned, because trust me, the knowledge is empowerment for you. The number one silent weapon that you may not know and understand about dealing with a narcissist is cutting them off, walking away. Walking away. You're talking about an entity who needs you to feel alive. That's beyond sick. Because they need to hurt you to feel alive. They need to belittle you to feel alive. They need to con you, use you. They need to ruin you, talk about you, attempt to destroy you to feel alive. That is so sick. Some of you don't even understand. You're like, wait, what? How does you using me, how do you destroying me make you feel good? Because the narcissist is demonic. There's spirits attached to this person. Unclean. Wicked, dark. And if you are someone of light, the last thing you need to do is feel obligated to be attached to this person. Don't confuse no trauma bond with being in love. You're not in love. It took me a long time to grasp this reality. Many of us were not in love with the narc. They fooled you. They pulled you into this dirty game that they enjoy playing. Before you, they did it to so many other people. You're not the first supply, and you won't be the last. Your silent weapon is to cut them off and walk away. If you think you're dealing with a narcissist, there's no more excuses. You come up with an escape plan and you run for your life. You run for your life. You cut them off and you never look back, because this person wants to destroy you. And they'll go any extent to do it. They'll go through everybody. Matter of fact, they're setting you up right now. They've been setting you up. By the time everything ended, by the time this manipulation ends, you feel as though this person is now acting like they hate you. They're now talking about you. They've been doing that. They've been doing that. They've been setting up little traps. They've been creating a false narrative about you. You just didn't know it. You didn't see it. You didn't realize it, because you're dealing with a manipulator. They're professionals at what they do. Don't be fooled by it. Many of us, our intuition tells us a lot. And when we're dealing with narcissists, our intuition tells us something is wrong. That is the weapon that God has given you. Your intuition is telling you something is wrong. It's telling you something is off. It's telling you this person doesn't love you. They're not treating you right. And many of us, we're empaths with our own past brokenness and traumas. And we tend to make excuses to stay because codependency, lack of support, past traumas and failed relationships and marriages and blah, blah, blah. So we're like, well, we're going to try. Then you're thinking about how you met. Well, he was this and he did promise that. Let me tell you, it's all lies. These people are so strategic that they come into your life with plans that they're never going to fulfill, promises that are just broken and empty. They still owe their exes the promises they're making you. The best thing you can do for yourself, for your life, take your power. Cut them off and walk away. Walk out of their life. It's called starving a demon. Starving a demon. Many of you who walked away, I know you can be witnesses to telling the people how that person wasn't ready for you to cut them off. They didn't even know how to take it. They didn't know how to act. It was either they were begging and pleading for you not to go. It was either they were coming with smear campaigns, snotty, disgusting smear campaigns, ruining you left and right, destroying you, trying to take your children, taking you to court, creating false information and legal stuff on your behalf to ruin your life. That is confirmation of the demon that they are. That is confirmation of how much power you have in cutting them off and walking out of their life. Because you walking out of their life is that demon having to accept that their plans to destroy another one of God's child has failed. The narcissist doesn't even know the assignment that they're on. Unfortunately, they're so blind by the devil, they don't even understand what they're doing most of the time because they have already given their soul up to the demons. I'm sorry. The narcissist gave their soul to demonic influence a long time ago, much, way before you came along. That includes your narcissistic parents and family members. They're wicked. Their heart isn't right. That's why you notice they go to church. They run in trying to break down the doors of the church to get in there and go pray and shout and lead the choir and do all this stuff. But God is not in there because you've seen how monstrous they are behind closed doors in private. The devil knows how to use them. The devil got them so blind that they feel entitled. The narcissist got a big head for no reason. Some of them are entitled for no reason. You don't even have nothing going on. You're not doing nothing. What are you so entitled for? Oh, because the devil tricking you, the devil fooling you. So what makes you think that if the devil got a hold of them, that there's something you can do about it? Many people feel obligated to stick around and fix them, wait for them to change. Do you understand how much of your life you are throwing away and wasting when you keep going back and forth with a narcissist? Before you fully wake up, by the time you fully wake up to what you're doing, 20 years would have gone by. 20 years, 30 years, 40 maybe. 10 is a lot. 5 is a lot. A year is enough for me. There's so much power in your cutoff when you're dealing with this type of entity, man. Your number one silent weapon is to cut them off. It don't get more clear than that. Cut them off. Walk away from them. No remorse. I hear people with parents, people who are co-parenting, talking about how they can't cut them off. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's no excuse. I'm sorry. Because the fact of the matter is, you're raising a child with a demon. Please tell me how that benefits you or your children. Please. I just want to understand. Is this person really doing something for your children? Are you paying attention to the manipulator that they are? Because the longer you are keeping your kids around a narcissist, the more they are calculating, programming, and poisoning your children. One day those children are going to be against you. You won't even understand why. One day your children are going to be narcissists and you're going to be confused because you let them sit in the presence of a demon as a father or as a mother. There's no excuse for a narcissist. They're just flat out demonic. You want to protect yourself, understand that you got to walk away. You got to leave them alone. You're not losing nothing. You're freeing yourself. That's why I'm sitting here speaking truth, because the truth will set us free. It will. This is the only way to set your soul free. Let them go because they're demonic. Walk away and destroy their attempts to try to ruin you, your kids, your family, your future, because they are demonic. They don't carry no good spirit behind them. I don't care what that narcissist is preaching. I don't care if they own a church. Walk out of that church and never go back. Take your power back and understand that what's in front of you, what's happening to you, what you're married to, what you had a kid with is no good. There's nothing you can do about it but step back. And if you're a godly person, learn how God fights on your behalf when you learn how to cut off and stop trying to defend yourself with demons. Your cutoff means I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm not obligated to you. I don't need to show you no support. I don't have no supply to offer you. Your cutoff means we're not the same. We don't got nothing in common and I don't have nothing to offer you, and you're not going to keep using me and draining me and lying to me and setting me up for failure when I was created to do good in this world. They're so envious of the fact that you're a good person that they're willing to destroy all the good inside of you. Pay attention to what's happening to you while you're dealing with that narcissist. You're still married to them. Pay attention to how your life is. How are you feeling? I'm pretty sure it's not good. What type of thoughts are you having? I'm pretty sure it's negative. How alone do you feel? I'm pretty sure it's extreme. You feel like you're by yourself and you're married to this narcissist. You're dating this narcissist. This is your parent and you still feel alone because they're not here for you. They don't have your best interest at heart. You're dealing with a professional taker. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life draining yourself emotionally, mentally, and just destroying yourself spiritually, stay and keep trying to pray about it. Keep hoping that counseling and some kind of therapy is going to help you with this demon. It's not. It's not. That takes me to the silent weapon number 2, which to me changes the whole game. Because what you're dealing with is a game player. This narcissist is playing with your life. That's why I say it's a game. You got to take control. That number 2 weapon is your silence. Your silence. Not only do you cut them off, but you go silent. You stop feeding them reactions. That's what they want. You're dealing with somebody so determined to feel like something that they have to push your buttons and get up under your skin. And the more that you allow it to happen, the weaker you become. Just pay attention to it. Every time you react, guess who's hurting? Guess who feels sick? Guess who's tired? Guess who's drained? Guess whose energy is all out of whack? Just guess whose mental is all just discombobulated? Yours. When you give your reaction, what are they doing? Standing back, laughing, smiling, grinning, smirking. Standing there looking like a demon. Why you hurting? Why you feeling depressed? Why you going through all this hell? They are somewhere kikiing and ha-haing with the flying monkeys, talking about you, bringing you down, and you somewhere giving them supply by reacting, crying, begging. Why? Can we please? Even if you feel like you want to say something, you have to master the art of just shutting up. You got to master the art of just being quiet and moving in silence. These people are listening. They operate on monitoring spirits. They're always paying attention. When you think they're not watching, oh, they're watching. They're paying attention. They're listening very closely. They're waiting to get under your skin however they can. Anonymous, hey. Hey, she said, what did the angel say when God sneezed? My goodness. I can't think of it right now, but please share. I think I know where you're headed with that. Because, man, I can't express this no differently but to just be raw and just plain. Plain. I just got to be plain with it. There's no sugarcoating the truth about how you beat this demon. There's no sugarcoat. There's no trying to make it sound good. There's no me sitting here stretching this live out for a whole hour and trying to keep you guessing what I'm talking about. There's none of that. I'm getting straight to the point. The point is, you cut them off. You walk away. You learn the power in silence. If you're still dealing with them, you got these situations going on, stop going back and forth. Stop arguing. Stop allowing them to pull the worst out of you, because what they're doing is they are passing over their demonic energy to you. What I am realizing as time goes on, all of the depression, the issues that we face as victims of narcissistic abuse, the years of abuse that many of us have endured that is causing physical issues, mental disorders, all of that to me is evil energy. This is evil energy that's been transferred to you from these demonic narcissists just to keep you from reaching your highest and maximizing your potential in life. To blind you from seeing your own light. To keep you from knowing how amazing you are, what you were created to do. There's a purpose for you on this earth. You're not just an empath. You're not just that. You're an empath is just really like, man, empath explains so much more. It gets deeper. To me, an empath is someone that God specially created. God specially created for you to do his works on this earth. I'm not talking about preaching and having a church. No, I'm talking about spreading love and empathy, that natural gift that you have. We are the light of the world. That's why we make the best counselors, teachers. We're so amazing that we attract narcissists at work. They can't stand us for the creativity that we have. We're so creative. And our hands are so blessed. Everything we touch tends to grow. That's why that narc came in your life. They enjoyed every benefit that you had to offer. They sucked you dry. They tried to take all of your good qualities from you. This is the devil that you're dealing with, y'all. The only power the devil has is us being blind to the devil. If we don't recognize it for what it is, fully understand what's before us and what we're dealing with, we continue to be targets. We continue to be victims. But I'm here to tell you, you're not a victim. Don't even accept that. There's so much power in cutting these people off. Once you cut them off, you realize how much you're not a victim. They just tried to victimize you. The longer you remain no contact, like somebody dropped in there earlier, the longer you remain no contact, the better your life seems to get. The more clarity you seem to have, the more things make sense. Queen Leandria said it, these ashy ducks, they hate being ignored. These ashy ducks hate being ignored. They can't take it because demons need attention. They need you to pay attention to them. That's the only way their tactics will work. If you're paying attention, if you're falling into their manipulation, their tactics work. This is how their witchcraft and their black magic might work on certain aspects of your life. When you're blind to what's happening, they curse you and it works because you don't know. You're not aware. You're not able to cut it off and run for your life. When you cut them off, when you go no contact, while you're no contact, you know why you're no contact. So you start to work on yourself. You start to do things that protect your energy and your peace. It makes it hard for a demon to get to you when you're doing that. This is why this is a silent weapon. When they don't know what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're planning, because you're moving in silence, you've learned how to be quiet. You're making moves without getting them involved. You get quiet and you secretly plan that escape. You stack your money. How can they take your money? How can they steal? These are some secret weapons, man, that every thriver must understand. Not just to use it, but the why behind it. Why? Because you're dealing with a demon and you need to get rid of it. Why? Because you weren't created to be no demon's doormat. No demon's puppet. Why? Because you don't deserve being treated like that. You don't deserve having your life wasted like that. So if you're seeing this type of content, if you're learning about what this now is, don't ignore it. Many of us, we got into that no contact phase Because once we saw how evil this was, we couldn't unsee it anymore. We couldn't. There's no choice. Once you see it, once you recognize it, there is no unseeing it. It just is what it is. You embrace it and you empower yourself and you learn how to just move forward. You go through the emotions. You go through, being homeless and having to rebuild your life. Many of us, we're so amazing that we did all of that silently. Barely cried about it, barely complained about it. We just went through it. Had to pick up 2, 3 jobs at a time. Pick up extra hours because all the debt you're in. Just having to do things because you had to reset your whole life. You had to move to a whole nother state. You had to relocate, change your whole life around. That takes time. That takes work. That takes dedication. But you did it. You understood the urgency of having to run for your life. You did it. Elisa, hi. Elisa says, I was told today there's a psychologist in Las Vegas that loves your content. I'm pleased to share that he follows you. You're the best. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. That is awesome. So glad to know that. Wow, look at God. Look at God. Because one day I'm telling y'all, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this in the school systems. We're gonna get this knowledge in the medical system. We're gonna get this knowledge everywhere. It's necessary. It's more than necessary. That's why I appreciate your love and support and those likes when you hit the like button. I'm going to ask everyone in the chat to take a moment to just hit that like button for me. Let's spread the video. Let's get the content out past Vegas. Let's take it to Mexico. Let's take it to Belize. Let's drop it in Bali. Let's go worldwide with it because it's necessary. It's necessary. Many people need to understand the urgency, the necessity of waking up to what's happening and not doubting it, not making excuses for it, not letting your empathy cause you to sit in the destruction of it. Take your power back, pack up, and go. Find a way to pour love into yourself if you've been discarded. That's a blessing. Because guess what's happening? That demon is demonizing somebody else, victimizing somebody else, that new supply. They're just going on to the next. They're just going on a world tour, destroying people with their narcissistic sickness. That they're just on a tour. They're just hopping around because, like I told you, the narcissist is on an assignment of destruction. That's why they can't stay committed in a relationship. I am starting to realize a lot of this is not, it's just far beyond a pathological thing. It truly is. I think it starts pathological, but because, mental things like mental disorders, mental sicknesses, because they are disruption of your mind, the devil plays with it. So to me, it starts as a mental problem and it becomes a demonic problem because the devil loves weak people. And you're weak when your mind is not clear. You're weak when you're dwelling in depression and sadness and no hope. Because when you're going through all that, the last thing you're doing is falling on God. So the devil has a major portal. The narcissist assignment is to ruin us. We can't let that happen. For many of us, it's happened long enough. And the thrivers and the survivors watching this that are witnesses to this, because as you're thriving, you're seeing it. You're feeling the difference once you disconnect that you see how healthier you're becoming. You're seeing how much life is just so different for you now. Once you got away from those narcissistic family members, look at your life. It's not the same and it never will be. It's not just a mental thing. This is a spirit of I want to kill you. I want to destroy you. I'm going to steal from you at all costs. This is why so many narcissists will never change. This is why many of them can't even bring themselves to be held accountable for their ways. They're just like, whatever. I am who I am. I'm going to be what I'm going to be. Take it or leave it. They have so much pride because the devil dwells in that heart. And your secret and silent weapon is going no contact. Limiting your contact if you have to really deal with them. Completely take control and limit that contact. Learn how to detach from this person. And I'm gonna tell you, if you have to limit your contact, they're gonna treat you so bad, you're gonna have to eventually cut it all the way off. To me, there is no really limiting contact with narcissists. It really isn't. It's either you're gonna deal with them or you're not. Because just a little bit of contact from you, a little bit of reaction from you feeds them a lot. That's a lot of narcissistic supply that you're giving. So to me, it's just a straight cold cut off. If you want to save yourself, if you want to save your soul, if you want to save your kids, that sacrifice is necessary, because you're not dealing with somebody who is just suffering from the type of depression and anxiety that you may be suffering from because you've been dealing with them. You're dealing with this demonically influenced person who enjoys torturing people. They enjoy messing with your head. That is evil. That is wicked. Man, let me read some of these comments, y'all. Tawanda Harper says, listen, every time you go back, you take away 7 demons every time. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's in the word, sis. I went back for that's 28. I had to fight off. Oh my gosh, she went back 4 times. So that's 28 demons you had to fight off, is what you're saying. Not easy, but you have to ground yourself in God to cover you. Give it to God. Give it to God. Give it to God. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough, y'all. I came to the realization that the number one reason why I kept encountering these toxic relationships is because I never fully had surrendered to God. That is my truth. I've always known God. I've served God. I've been to church. I've had a church phase of my life, all of that. But to fully surrender to God, I had to get there. I had to understand God. I had to see God. I had to pay attention to God. I had to be willing to repent. There's a lot of things that I had to learn how to let go of. And allow God to renew my mind and change my thoughts, my thought patterns. Get rid of negativity. Learn the power of taking prayer serious. Understanding what it means to actually get in the Word and why we have to do that, why we have to add that into our routines. Things started to clear. It started to make sense. Now, if a narcissist is in my life, it doesn't even take me long for me to discern it and figure it out. I'm like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. This is a very familiar spirit, and I'm about to cut you off. Cutoff game done got strong, y'all. And many of you are like me because of that. You are not to be played with, man. Any narcissist that tries to come into your life after you survived what you have survived, they are in for something they are not ready for. They don't even know how bad they're going to get defeated at their own game. You can't you cannot narc a child of God, a true child of God. It doesn't last. That's why many of us, in spite of how long it was, how long it took, you woke up eventually because you're a true child of God. Eventually, it had to make sense. Eventually, enough became enough, and God was like, look, I gave you the power of free will. And I need you to understand my position here. and why you were created and why you were designed the way that you were designed. I need you to understand the in-depth of good and evil. And I need you to understand that you must pick a side. Because guess what, y'all? We all sin. Many of us sinners. Some people are like, why do I attract narcissists? Why am I dealing with a narcissist? Pay attention to your life. Take accountability for the lifestyle that you live. What are you doing in life? What do you do? What type of things are you attracted to? What are you doing behind closed doors when nobody's looking? What type of character do you truly have? Because until you get to a place of really accepting God and really walking in the light of God, maybe there's some things about you that is too broken. And the devil, the narcissist, sees it and enjoys it. Many of us were like, well, when they met me, I was low boundaried. I didn't know how to speak up for myself. And because I've been through this and because you've been through narcissistic abuse your whole life, and it has caused you to be walking around with your own demons. And that narc saw that. They knew that it would be easy to add more confusion to your world. This is the case for some, not everybody. But just in case you're one of those people who have that question and you're like, why me and why this? Look at your life. I tell people all the time, this has nothing to do with the narcissist. It has everything to do with us. We got to be willing to look at ourselves, to fix ourselves. And the best way to do that is to cut them off, go no contact, so you can sit back and dwell on you. The more you get into self-care, the more you pour love into yourself, the more you are able to purge out what isn't in alignment with you. Some of us, we're done things in life. We've been in situations in life that we were just forced into because we've normalized it because of our environments. It's time to wake up and get rid of some of those things. Cleanse. Learn how to trust the process of life in a different aspect, because a lot of us, we're so down on ourselves because of this type of abuse. We beat ourselves up consistently. We don't have no self-compassion, no love. We don't know how to forgive ourselves. We just beat ourselves up. And we feel like, we're not enough. This to me is demonic programming. It's demonic programming that is linked to narcissistic abuse. It's so sad to see people who are suffering because of this type of abuse. I mean, thrivers out there, y'all remember when you got discarded, you remember how painful it was. It was so painful, you physically felt it. Let's talk about the anger. Having to go through phases of anger and learning how to release anger and learning how to come into peace. Some of you have done some work so beautifully that you've learned how to just forgive it and move forward in your life, because you're like, you know what? I'm not hanging on to this. You're evil. I know you are. God bless you, demon. I mean, like, whatever God got for you, whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about your karma. I'm not worried about it, whatever. You over there, I'm over here, and I'm unbothered. My favorite word, I'm unbothered. You can't get to that until you learn the power in cutting them off, the power in becoming silent. You cut them off and you go and you get your life together. Through the tears, the struggle, the ups and downs, you cut them off and you secretly get your life together. And I promise you, a year, 2, 3 from now, you will be something different. That narcissistic demon catch a glimpse of you and probably gonna have a heart attack, a stroke, and fall down and die. Because they're going to be like, oh my God, I thought I killed this person. Oh my God, my assignment failed. My plans to destroy this one failed. Because now that demon is sitting somewhere lonely, dealing with someone who's just tolerating them, trying to find replicas of you, and that doesn't exist. So one day they're going to look up and see how bright your light is shining, brighter than ever before, because you cut them off. You let them go. You walked away. You took your life back. You said, look, I love myself. I can't do this no more. I don't care if we've been married 20 years. I'm giving it up because I'm married to a demon. God ain't honoring that. God is not going to be mad at you for walking away from a narcissist. I'm going to tell you that right now, because that was one of my struggles when I married that demon. I'm like, God, I married him. I can't give up. And I can't just throw this away. Yes, you can. You better hurry up and do it. Because any chance they get, they're going to throw you away. Any chance they get, they're going to drop you in the trash like you don't matter. Those of you who dealt with the covert narcissist, married to them, you know how fast they are at detaching from you. At some point, there's barely no sex. There's barely no communication. There's no emotional attachment. You're in it by yourself. You're married by yourself. You're getting cheated on. You're getting lied to. They ain't never there. They never home. They don't care. They not helping you with nothing. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. Lorraine Diane says, like being on a roundabout, going around and around the same argument, but never gets resolved. They just spin your head. They're demonic. They are authors of confusion. That is Satan all day. Ain't no disorder in this world that can explain that crap for me, y'all. No, you are demonic. You love to confuse people because when you confuse people, you can destroy them. They can destroy them by allowing you to self-destruct. The narcissist gets you all messed up. Now you picking up addictions. You know, now you hating yourself, you tearing yourself down, your self-esteem all low. That is destruction. That's how they are destroying you. Many are like, well, my narcissist never hit me. They're destroying you though. Do you have self-esteem? Because if you did, you wouldn't be with them. You still calling them my narcissist. Uh-oh. Ain't no self-love there. You understand what I'm saying? Chosen by God. What up, King? How you doing? Devil's child in a man and woman's body. Angel Watcher said, my guides are telling me to be silent. That's why they're teaching me right now in the last week. Silence. You're in a different phase of your healing journey if you're learning the power of silence. I'm telling you, it's hard to get there. When you're freshly coming out of this, you're like, you don't understand the things that I'm saying. A lot of this may not make sense to somebody who is kind of going through this like freshly, like this is kind of new. You're just coming out of it. It's like it's not going to make sense because you got a lot of that demonic narcissistic fog going on in your head. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion, and I need to say that again so you can understand. There's a lot of confusion, and there's nothing good about that if you're confused. If this person you're dealing with got you confused, scratching your head, trying to figure out the why this, why that, you are in the midst of a demonic person. You're in the presence of Satan, and you need to walk away. That is your secret weapon. You need to cut them flat off. No remorse. Mom, grandma, auntie, cousin, brother, sister, uncle, who gives a damn? Cut them flat off. No remorse. Walk away. I'm telling you right now, that person who's had a hold on you all these years and thought that you would never leave, this is the last thing they are expecting from you. Snatch your power back because they think you're powerless. They think you're powerless. They don't think that you'll ever make that move because you've been so under their submission. They've poisoned you so much that you're supposed to be stuck on stupid with them. Take your power back. Release yourself. Release yourself. God is not the one who's going to release you from the narcissist. You need to release you from the narcissist. You need to release yourself. It took us. We had to do it. Isn't that right, Thrivers? We had to make it up in our mind subconsciously. We're done. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to myself. I'm not doing this to my health. I'm done. Step down one said, I remember how he always wanted my attention. Because he's a demon. A demon wants you to just lose all focus of your life and just put everything on them, just worry completely about them. Demons. Demons. They want to know your every move, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what's on your mind. Demons. That's why you move in silence. You living with them, stop talking to them. Stop talking to them. You ain't got to say nothing. Treat them like they're dead already. That demon knows the power of silence. That's why they are masters with silent treatment. Give them a dose of their own medicine. Stop talking to them. Let them see the shift. Because a lot of you are still living with narcs. You're still married to them. So let me teach you what you need to do. Your silent weapon, silence. You ain't got to react. You ain't got to talk back. You ain't got to. The best way to know how not to react, because we're humans. We react. We do stuff. People do stuff. It's going to piss you off. It's going to tick you off. You got to remember it's a demon. If you keep that in the forefront of your mind, every time that demon does something, you become unbothered by it, because in your mind, you're like, oh, this little pathetic demon. You just a devil. I don't got nothing to say to you. I don't have 2 words for you. Just die, demon. And your silence makes them feel like that. Your silence makes them feel like they're dying. The less reaction they get from you, the more dead they feel. We give them life. We give them life. Did you hear me? So when you cut them off, when you learn the silent weapon of going silent, going no contact, you destroy this demon. They have nothing to work off of. We give them energy, y'all. No contact, no response, no acknowledgement. I love that, chosen by God. I love that. Fatih Bent, hi. They cut themselves off from their emotions. It's their defense system. Yeah, that's the devil. That's the devil. How does a human cut their self off from having emotions? How does a human not want to be vulnerable, but yet you want to be married to somebody? You want to have kids with somebody. You're evil. You're so evil that instead of taking accountability and responsibility for what you're doing, you rather shut off your emotions and then project your demons on other people. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You got to leave. You've got to leave. You got to get out of there. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Abby said, I recently went no contact, but I'm scared. This person was my everything. No, that person is not your everything. They made you believe they are your everything. If they were your everything, you wouldn't be scared and you wouldn't have had to go no contact. I'm going to tell you that right now. Change your mind, change your perspective. That's not your everything. If they were your everything, you still be there, they still be there, you'd be living happily ever after. Maybe they're giving you material things. Maybe they took care of you financially. That doesn't make them your everything. Go out here and get it yourself. You are your everything. God is your everything. That's period. That is period. They weren't your everything. They weren't. They'll never be. Divine alpha male. I've been homeless for 3 years and I don't even look homeless. I shower every day at the gym, take cat naps after work, currently working on my 2nd job, rebuilding my credit. That sounds so much like me. Wow. God bless you. Thank you for being transparent and sharing that truth, because that is real. That sounds so much like what I went through. God bless you. Keep going, keep thriving. I know that the next year or two, it's going to be your time. You're going to come on here and be like, look, I was homeless for 3-4 years, but now I got this house. I got these cars. My bank account looking good. Credit on 1,000. Like it's a testimony. I love it. Greetings from Gambia. Hello, Vanessa McClung. So good to see you. Shout out to you all the way from Gambia, love. So good to see you. Oh my gosh. I love the engagement. Thank y'all for being in the chats and just sharing your thoughts and your testimonies and the encouragement that you're dropping to other people that need it. Because we're not all in the same place, right? We're not all in the same place, but we're all going to eventually end up thrivers. Join the thriving team, man. If you're new here, I told you, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss my weekly videos. You don't want to miss my lives, because I'm about to crank that up in a minute. About to start popping up on y'all just randomly. It's not even going to be long pop-ups. I'm just going to pop up for a few minutes here and there. Whoever catch it, you know. It's something greater than I'm doing, and I'm just so blessed and so happy to to be able to do what I'm doing. You guys just don't even know. The reason why I have the confidence to sit here and share with y'all what I'm sharing with y'all is because I have walked in those shoes. I have lived the same life that you've lived with these evil people, these family members, these jobs, these partners, these relationships. I know. And I also know that I've escaped it and I've made a transformation in my life, one that was unexpected. My abusers never expected any of what you are seeing. That's why I want to motivate you to get there. Cut them off, move in silence, and walk in your purpose. In that order. In that order. This on Target 6891. Thank you so much for the love. You have come to the right place. Mommy So True is all about truth. Listen and learn. There is no change coming from that narcissist. Pray without ceasing. God got us. Woo, I love that. Such a powerful comment. Thank you so much for that love. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Oh, man. First Nation, hello. So good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. My goodness. Someone said married to him 20 at 19, 20 years old. Now, before I had joy, peace, and compassion, now it's sad and hateful. I have no resources, not really any support to leave right now, just crying, says Iaja. Because you have been destroyed by a demon. But it's not to the point where you can't escape it. It's not. It's not. And I know that some situations are so complex and so deep. This is why a life coach is there. This is why there's resources. You do have a resource. You have a certified life coach like me. Reach out and talk to me. We can come up with a plan. There are ways to get you out of your situation. You are just in a fog. You are blinded, you're poisoned, and you're not seeing the escape. You're not seeing the light at the other end of it. But I can guarantee you, no matter what your situation is, there's a light at the end of that tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is where God gets the glory at, because it seems like it's impossible, but God is like, oh no, it's more than possible, but it starts with you. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to work with a life coach that's going to help you see what you need to see? Because many of us are so afraid we don't want to face the truth, but I'm here to put it right in your face, because that's what it takes. God bless you. I wish you the best, and I will be praying with you, love. I really will. My heart goes out to anyone that is suffering in the hands of a narc right now. I'm just praying. I'm just praying for your strength. I'm praying for your strength. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. You guys are amazing, man. I'm definitely going to go back and watch the live replay at some point. I'm going to make sure that I catch anything that I may have missed, because there's so many comments. And you guys know the last thing I want to do is keep y'all on here all night going through comments. But it's always so appreciated to have you here. I just love you all, and I'm just so proud of all of us just coming together and seeking healing together. This is the ultimate platform for demon slaying, the destruction of a narcissist. This is what we come here and we do. We're learning, we're empowering ourselves, and then we get off of this and we put it in reality. It's Winning Wednesday. We're still winners. We're still winners, and we will forever be. It don't stop. If anything, they need to get scared. They need to be afraid of us. Some of us, we are armored up differently now, because we've understood the power in our weapons. Walking away, cutting people off, setting boundaries, saying no, standing up for ourselves, moving in silence, learning how not to react, learning how to protect ourselves and pour into ourselves, learning to run to God. I should have said that first. But you understand. Mika Love, hey sis. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Much love to all of you, family. I hate to let y'all go, but I gotta let y'all go, because I know we all got lives to live. But thank you for being in this live. I look forward to seeing you on many more. I really do. Keep thriving. Hang in there. Hang in there. You know, reach out to me if you need to talk. I'm available. Email me. Before we go, moderators, if you guys have my contact information, please drop it in the chat for me. So anyone who needs to take a screenshot and utilize it for later on, that would be awesome. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the love, man, the likes, the subscriptions, all of that. Chosen by God said I was in a fake manipulation shit for 20 years, but I'm thriving. Woo, look at that. It's never too late. It's never too late. I promise you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how stuck you seem to be. You're not. God led you to platforms like this for a reason, because it's time for you to run for your life. Some of you have to take those words literally. Run for your life. It's time to shake off the fear of doing it alone. I don't have support. Many of us real survivors and thrivers, we ain't got no support. We did it alone. We had to go out here and be homeless with nobody. That's why we were homeless. Nobody there. Nobody cares. We had to get it on our own. That's what it takes. You got to be willing to do that, though. Because guess what that's doing? It's building resilience, and it's also confirming how real you are. How real you are. Don't let those demons make you think that you're stuck in the pits of hell. Walk away and leave those demons in hell where they belong. They lose control when you walk away, when they lose their primary supply, because now they have to sit in hell by themselves. They needed your company because they're miserable in hell. So once you disconnect and you leave them alone, they have to dwell in hell alone. Save yourself. Save yourself. Somebody said, Kingsley Ambrose, isolation woke me up to the higher power, and it will. Having to go through this alone with no support, it'll push you to God. It will force you on your knees. It will make you educate yourself spiritually in a way you've never done before. That is what is necessary. Much love, everybody. If you need to email me, guys, my email is mommysotrue@gmail.com. And if you need to book any life coaching sessions or reach me, please see the description box after the live, or go to my profile on YouTube or any of my platforms. You should be able to see the links and all the information. But please email me if you need to, mommysotrue@gmail.com. And we will talk. I look forward to hearing from anybody who wants to speak to me. I also have a WhatsApp number that I connect to thrivers on. Sometimes, just small inquiries here and there. So yeah, reach out. Look in the description box, and I look forward to hearing from you. Anyone who's hurt, my heart goes out to you. Grimes Grindelwald, I'll be praying for you. You will make it through this. I remember going through that phase of pain and hurt. It's the ultimate betrayal when you realize that this person was playing with your life. I get it. But you will be all right. You will make it through. Just stay strong. Keep your head up and dwell on God. Lean on God. The best advice I can give you. Lean on God. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Jamie Colwell, hey, the devil's been lying in my ear for 2 years, saying because I was married, I couldn't leave. It wouldn't be God's will. Thank you for confirming what the Holy Spirit has been nudging me to do. A marriage with a narcissist does not even please God. I'm going to tell you that right now. God knows you were deceived. God knows you're in the hands of someone wicked. Disconnect and watch God bless your life. There's a husband there for you. A real man is there for you. A real woman is there for you. Trust God. Trust God. Disconnect from that demon and free yourself. And that's it. That's all. That's all I got for you guys for now. Stay blessed, y'all. Stay true. Keep shining. I'm with you. Okay? Much love. Much light. Wherever you're at. Take care of yourself. I'll see y'all very soon. Much love, guys. Bye-bye.